People think when I say I desire an African woman, but you think I'm talking about color. See, you are thinking that I'm talking about color when I say I desire an African woman. Because of all of us have been conditioned and manipulated by this white man machine, illusionary machine, the whole point is to get you to condition you to lose who you are. So the ones who think they're black are more white. They're more whiter. They are not Africans anymore. You can barely find real Africans. African has nothing to do with your skin color. The real Africans are community, togetherness, not envy, not jealous, not taking to hurt others, not putting somebody down, not thinking that your race is better than your race, your religion is better than your religion, your culture is better. That is that, and that's what Africa is. When I say I desire a woman that's African, bitch, it's not about skin color. It's not about your education. You are programmed and conditioned to be a mumu, to follow a white man, and you lose yourself, you lost yourself. You're not African. A real African can look white, but she's in nature. She loves nature. She's about galvanizing people together. She's about empowering everyone. She sees light of God in everybody. Let me remind you what a real African is. Because you are under that demonic deception machine that you think is your color, is the color. But it's not your fucking color. So let me ground your awareness in this truth. It's about nature. It's about the land. It's about being connected to the land. It's about being grounded to the land. It's about understanding your root. Understanding your root, knowing your root. And the root is, thou shalt not hurt another person. Thou shalt love yourself as your neighbor. That means you have to embrace each one another. That means you empower everyone. I'm rich, we rich. That's Africa. When I get money, the whole community, the whole village, everybody get money. That's Africa. We rich. We wealthy. We abundant. We are beautiful. We are empowered. We are strong. It's the we thin. That's Africa. But you are under the illusionary white man deceptive thing of separate. Me. All of you are on that shit. It's mine. What am I going to get? What do you bring to the pay? What is what? It's not togetherness. It's not togetherness. It's my degree and my money, your money, your money. It's an illusionary white people shit. That's not African. That's not black. That ain't Africa. So you are just a robot. You are possessed under a demonic entity that separates you from the one tree, one family. I'm not smarter than you. We are smartest together. We are beautiful together. Beautiful people. But what you do is, how can I separate myself from everybody else and stand out from everybody so everybody can be looking at me? Instead of, how can I embody myself? How can I inspire myself where I can be inspiring to others so that we can all rise together to the top, so we can all ascend together to the top? This is what Africa is. Authenticity. Authenticity. It's the authenticity. It's authenticity. So when I say I desire an African woman, bitch, it's not skin color. All you are black are more whiter as fuck. You more whiter than white people. And white people are becoming more blacker than you. They know history about your culture more than you. They know about your roots more than you. They are the ones going over there doing shit more than you. You is not black. It's a knowing. Africa is a knowing. It's an intuitive thing. It's an instinctual thing. It's people who are intuitive, who think for the greater good above all, brotherhood, sisterhood above all, togetherness above all, love above all. It's loving thy neighbor as thyself. It's treating myself the way I want to be treated. It's treating others the way I want to be treated. It ain't competition. It ain't my house. Don't come into my house. This is my house. Bitch, you be over there. That ain't Africa. You are not Africa. You ain't black. You are just an entity floating around in this space. Because if you are grounded on earth, look at earth. Isn't earth everything connected? Everything sprouts from oneness. Yet you are looking for a way to separate yourself from the whole totality. You're looking for a way to separate yourself from God. When we are the fire, we light up everything. It's we. It's we that inspires me. It's my bloodline. It's the whole thing. The desire for all of us to ascend. This is why I talk about destroying this illusionary white machine of separation. Entities that want to separate you, that separate you from each other, destroy families, destroy you. When I say I desire an African woman, because Africa is the root of all, and I desire an African woman, she is the mother to all. She's a father to all. You are mother to all the motherless. You are father to all the fatherless. That's what you are. You don't say it's just me and people that have my last name. Everybody is go to hell. Fuck them. You don't say, let me get my money and then fuck everybody else. It's something is given to you. You share for all of us to get paid. Why do you want to be the only millionaire and the billionaire, the only trillionaire? Wouldn't you want everybody to be millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire? Wouldn't you want all of us to be that? That's a true African. That's why we had wealth in past. That's how we built everything we built that was destroyed by those fucking entities that claim to be white. It was a collective effort that built all civilizations. It was a we fucking thing. That's what Africa is. That's what a woman is. When I talk about an African woman, that is an embodiment of a real African woman. It has nothing to do with your fucking skin color. You are possessed under a demonic shit, under that shit. But they punch you up to be black. But you are more whiter than all of them. You probably you have been cloned to be Mrs. Johnson and Jessica. You are more Jessica than Jessica. And Jessica is more Janiqua. It's true. So when I say African, I desire an African woman. I'm talking about ancient mother. Ancient ones. The ancient ones. The ones that think about greater good of all. My money will be for all. My money is for all. My mind is for all. My body is for all. That's what Jesus Christ stood for. That's what the sun stood for. That's what water stood for. That's what fire stood for. That's what earth stood for. It's for all to enjoy. But all you're thinking is like, you have a little mind about a white man. You have an illusionary white man. Tiny little mind. You have his tiny mind now. You don't have the whole collective mind. They have reduced your giant mind of God that you have. They have reduced it to a very tiny little mind. So now you are in a tiny picket fence, all by yourself, isolated with not God in it, because God is is a broad spectrum, it's a broad way, it's broad, it's infinity. But now you got that tiny little white man's mind, because he got a tiny little penis, so he's mad. So he infused you with his tiny imagination and tiny mind. So you are in that tiny little picket fence, miserable, depressed, alone. And then, but you still like claiming you is black. Nothing black about you, because black is dominant energy. And that's Africa. Anything you put black in or Africa in, it multiplies. Are you multiplying? under the spell of a tiny illusionary white machine. This is the truth. Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. You are trying to be like them. Because that's the whole deception. That's the magic they have done. That illusionary magic. You're trying to be like them. You're trying to be Jessica. More than Jessica. And Jessica trying to be Shaniqua. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Matthew now. Matthew want to be Matt. Matt's the homie. Yeah. You know? Now, Matthew got swag now. He's Macri dog. You know? He ain't Timothy anymore. He's Tom. He's Tom. He's T Mac. Timothy is T Mac now. He's more T Mac than Tyrone. That's what you call swiping souls. That's what you call cloning. It's done in the broad daylight. It's a subliminal thing to get you to hate yourself, not to be rooted on earth, but however, for you to be floating in the space of an illusionary white man machine so that he can swap your consciousness, swap your identity, swap everything that connects to you so you can be erased from your history. So you forget your blood, your royalty, your ancestral bloodline. So you can forget your ancestral bloodline. Okay? So when I say I desire a black woman, an African black woman, now you know what that shit means. You ask yourself, how is you? Nigger, bitch, how is you? How is you? You still trying to be a white man? A white woman? You're still trying to get, force your way into their shit? When you are the whole shit, the whole enchilada. When you is African, when you black, you are dominant race, a dominant gene, a dominant being, a dominant light. But you trying to force your way into limitation. You're trying to force your way into lack. You're trying to force your way into, requirements. You need to be required. Restrictions. You're a dominant giant. You're going into restrictions. You're going into restrictions. You want to force your way into that limited shit. Genetically modified. Fake ass shit. When you are in everything you do. Now you got their issues. You used to be able to regenerate shit. Now you can't. Now you're thinking, is it possible? What's the possibility? And you're thinking, because you speak like Jessica now, and Jessica is becoming Shaniqua and Kotum, and then she's going back there doing all this dance, swiping your asses out in the broad daylight. Okay, yeah. Go to their fancy schools and become Jessica. Could be accepted into limitation and illusion. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, keep doing that. Continue. Why my green light, the heart, the earth will be my witness. Why earth will be my witness. Why Allah, the land will be my witness. Why Ado Bibi will be my witness. Soul fire, which you call Sophia. Soul fire. Oluchi Choma will be my witness. My ancestors. You go and just be a white girl and talk white. And then limit yourself. Catch that limitation bug. You do that. Okay?